Okay, so let's learn about reverse goal setting, right? So here you have X for the traditional approach, and then the marking for reverse goal setting. Why do we do this? Okay, why we prefer reverse goal setting? Well, um, of course, in traditional approach, we will want to go from point A to point B, but in reality, we go from point A to point C, or in the middle of going from point A to point B, we have uncertainty situations and things happen, and we have to uh, basically redirect our approach into a different goal. And that's usually the traditional approach. Why does that happen? Well, because uh, we don't have any clear set of goal, and we don't know we can do it in 1 day or 2 days. We're not for sure, and that's why we want to get it done and like the whole day, right? So we go from everywhere, and that's a waste, really a waste of time. So in reverse goal setting, it require number one, what the goal is. In this case, it will be a chicken dinner for our friend, and uh, how can we, what is it for, right? It's for our friend. So it's clear that we don't need to cook like fancy chicken dinner. We are not trying to impress Gordon from Hell Kitchen. So we have to create that mindset like, okay, so it's clear that we have to cook just well done chicken dinner, and we can have seasoning and stuff that is not too complicated or allergic to our friend, then we can have a great dinner. So we know and clear what the goal is. So once we understand that, we can plan like how we're gonna cook. So in traditional approach, it is probably like, okay, so chicken dinner, but oh, I forgot the seasoning, so we're gonna have to uh, prepare the seasoning, and then and we prepare the seasoning first, and then we in suddenly, oh, I forgot the chicken has to be cooked first. That's what the traditional approach look like. But in reverse goal setting, we ask, okay, what the should the chicken be cooked first, or we should prepare seasoning, right? We start asking questions, and we're like, oh, okay, the chicken has to be cooked first because it's meat. That's what it takes longer. So we start calculating our time, right? So before our friends arrive in our place, we start cooking the chicken, and we start preparing the seasoning. While the chicken is cooked, we can prepare the seasoning, and after that, we can put our seasoning, and we are ready by the time our friends arrive. Okay, so there's no going from a point B to any type of any different goal. Are basically the motivations or the goal here is that we have a problem or we have questions, and we answer those questions one at a time. So that's why reverse goal setting is very practical and very productive tools. However, in traditional, we kind of like trying to paint something, but it's very vague, and we don't know what the picture is. We don't know clear pictures. What is it? Where is that good for in traditional approach? For experimenting. The traditional approach is good for experimenting, and we we don't know where are we. We're trying to extract informations, or where uh, you know something that we have to observe, or we're trying to get the knowledge from, then of course traditional approach might be make more sense, right? It can be very uncertain, and it's very dependence on it really depends on a different entity or different external, maybe your friends have a different goals and uncertain, and you're trying to do something with them. So that means the traditional approach might be more appropriate, because you need to have another plan, right? You can switch to a different goal. Probably your friend is like, oh, I'm not sure about tomorrow, but I'll let you know, right? But anyway, you prepared the dinner. But if your friend doesn't come, then you have a different plan. So you kind of like prepare and, oh, okay, I'm gonna. If my friend doesn't come, then I'm gonna go to a theater with someone else or by myself, right? So that will be uh, a good traditional approach. In reverse goal setting, of course, your friend's gonna come, and you know for sure, and you can cook the chicken with before they arrive there. But even then, if they are uncertain, you have to cook the chicken because you're gonna need it because like if they are that's the goal, right? So that's why reverse goal setting require for you to be able to dissect like a big chunk of goal into a small one that you can manage and get it done right within a set amount of time. So that's why uh, reverse goal setting is useful and more efficient, and you should use it.